not believing in me. This belief is an old word. Baha'u'llah doesn't accept it. He says recognition. It's very important. It's a prescription, he says. My faith, he says, is prescribed unto men. That means it's a prescription. Don't compare it with the ideology of others. That it makes him to be a physician, a divine physician, as he claims he is. So he's not a philosopher. He's not like me, just babbling words. He actually is the physicians. Sometimes his word not understandable, just like the prescription of doctor, but it works. So his prescription, he says, simply say, doctor, I believe in you. Doctor says, what do you mean you believe in me? It's not about believing me. You have to know what your pain is, and you have to recognize I am the doctor for so many thousands of people. Like a boss, they're talking. But who's really the doctor? Doctor is me, Baha'u'llah says. If you don't recognize your doctor, sorry, you're gonna die. You don't want to know what the doctor's address is and who is the doctor among so many people. So you have tasted all kind of things that didn't work. Now you have to know, he says, recognize me, he says. So once you recognize him and you understand his writing, his prescription, that is guaranteed to work. If anybody in the planet, he said that I followed the writing of Baha'u'llah and I am not happy. My life is not what I want it to be. Please come over to me. I will pay the price of what happened to you. I will kill myself, okay, and repent from Baha'i faith. But there is no such things. If you follow him, the order of doctor, prescription that he has, it is impossible for you to be unhappy. Doesn't matter what circumstances are. Whatever way to put you in. Myself right now, I have a lot of dismay about this situation because the Baha'is, they don't understand me, and other people, they don't come. I don't have a lot of means except talking to you in here, but that doesn't make me unhappy. I'm just baffled by the fact that I'm the only one on the planet. Well, except maybe a couple of others that I haven't seen them really. I've seen they have a potential. No one is coming. So what is this? I'm the only one? How is this possible? Why is it like that? Asked many times Baha'u'llah to help. He says, no, not more than this. You know, this patient has to learn to come to me to take the medicine. I can't force him to come to doctor. Because if I use money and media and TV and a lot of other means to bring him into the faith and understand and recognize me, as soon as he gets a little bit better, he leaves the ring. Goes back again. This time, unfortunately, calls himself a Baha'i too. Because he says, oh yeah, I was with Baha'u'llah, it worked. Why don't you then right now? He thinks, oh, I'm a Baha'i, you're not. He thinks because he got healed once, he can go back home and do whatever he was doing before he was a Baha'i. Like some of these students I've seen, as soon as they enter university, they think all the work was to get in. The moment they get in, party every Saturday and Friday, drinking to hell. And then the failing mark, of course, comes. Then they find out, oh, Jesus, in university, it wasn't just coming into university. You kind of have to pass university. To be a Baha'i means nothing. Nothing. It's the first phase of matter. Then Baha'u'llah says, once you recognize me, you have to obey. Follow. Okay? The procedures, the medicine, the course that I've taken for you to do. You don't want to do that. He says, one of these without the other is not acceptable. So I'm going to talk about next time the message that I've been fighting with myself weeks right now. I just do not like to give the dooms and glooms messages. it is so stereotype. It is so in line with this people that they claim they know something. I'm not so worried about this programs that I see in TV or in other places. People who claim. I know what they want. They want money. But I'm amazed by the people who follow these people. We know they want money. What do you want? Following, this kind of priests, false Christian priests on TV. They're all liars. You don't understand them? Well then, if you don't distinguish between them and Baha'ullah, you are, going to a voodoo magic for your pain, not to a doctor that has been qualified doctor. Instead of going to a qualified doctor for your cancer, for your leukemia, for your brain damage, you're actually going to go voodoo magic, black magic you want to use. That's what exactly it means. Do you think an ordinary man can rival Baha'u'llah? As a standard of a man, he lived the life of me and you. Is any one of us comparable to him? Somebody beats us, hits us, takes our money, this and that. We swear at him, we do all kind of things. Baha'u'llah always prayed for the remission of the sins of other people, even though they hurt him. His stepbrother poisoned him. His hand was shaking. The only thing Baha'u'llah had to write couldn't anymore. Even in the Kitab that says, if he comes back, it seems his pain is that he's gone wrong way. His pain is not what happened to him and his shaky hand. His pain is that why this man is gone wrong and hurt himself. Can you be as selfless as he is? Have you seen anyone like that? That stops on the way to prison because of old grudgy lady who is so ignorant wants to stone him because she thinks she's going to heaven. And Baha'u'llah actually stops. Says to the soldier, let the woman beat me. That's all she understands. She thinks this will take her to heaven. She's complaining to God that why couldn't I beat you, God? Everybody else did. But Baha'u'llah says, okay, if that makes you happy, come, hit me. Have you seen anybody like this? Except, of course, Jesus Christ and Imam Hussein. I don't know, 4 or 5 of them in the whole world. So, to go 40 years in jail, propose such a theory, such a revelation, not charging us for money, not a penny. Have you seen anybody like that? These ministries with their hand open, please give me money, buy my books, get this CDs, do that. Muslims and Christians and Jews, I don't know, and Buddhists and Hindus, all alike. They're out there to get your money. Have you ever seen a teacher? Not only doesn't want money from you, not only complains from you when you beat him and hit him and put him in prison, but he comes with such an amazing theory. For God's sake, for your own sake, people, please wake up. Wake up. I don't know what you do in your life, but there's no room in your brain. It's all full of viruses installed by thousands of things that you want and you don't have, and they programmed your brain. You have no more RAM power, a little space empty to know the truth that's helpful to you. Find a little time to visit the doctor. What can me and people like me do? When Baha'ullah, the glory of God, 113 years ever since of 1844 to 1957, four infallible author writing more than 500 books to you, with the Baha'is all over the world trying to bring a message, so you recognize Baha'u'llah, and you haven't and you don't. What's going to happen to the patient that doesn't take the medicine? It's going to be very, very bad. Very bad. But I don't like this message of dooms and glooms, but believe me, it's a part of my missions, that finally next time I'm going to tell you some horrific stuff. Things that happened in the past. Some people they know. I predict a few things for them. So, in the line with what Shoghi Effendi says, I'm going to magnify some of the things he says, and I put my magnifying glass right on the countries, like Saudi Arabia, in Israel, in the United States, in Australia, and I tell you what it looks like. Okay? Tomorrow night. May God be with you.